What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, March 3rd. March 3rd.
3-3.
The combine is over. We are back. This is
no more watching dudes in underwear run.
Underwear Olympics. 342 for Commandthispod podcast. I'm Steve, joined by Phil and Dev. What you got about 40? See, me and Dev had the right idea. We had the Deebo quotes in our head. There you go. There we let's look at that, Dev. Let's feature that real quick. Show us a shirt. let's see that shirt, Dev. There you go. What you got on my 40, homie? There you go. I like it. We love to see it.
I'll join in.
We love to see it. So what's good, fellas?
Beat him down. I'll beat you down, punk.
You want some of this? No.
That's my bike, punk.
Yeah. What's up, Yam? Hope you're doing well. Cody from Utah checking in. What's up, Cody?
Every time he gets a first down, we need to play that little Jaws thing they play like with Deebo.
Yeah.
Up in the neighborhood. Every time he gets first down, they need to play that.
Tia got her Joe Theismann shirt we did in a raffle, so make sure
you need a picture of it.
You need to play it, but you need to be able to hear the bike squeaking in the background.
Ear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does need to happen.
Yeah, we'll get a picture and we'll share. Once Tia sends a picture, we'll share with everyone. You are quite welcome. Thank you for tuning in all the time, and congratulations on the raffle.
Proof that we are men of our word.
Ryan, what's up, Ryan? Eagles fans scared already. They took to social media talking shit about Deebo. They kind of did, man. It's a little weird. Like, y'all just won the Super Bowl, man. Like, why are we in your heads?
Scared. We live rent free in their heads. You know?
Sauce said himself he's not worried, and Deebo is a.
That's not Sauce.
I mean CJ Chauncey Gardner, not Sauce Gardner from the Jets.
Gardner Johnson, yeah, not Sauce Gardner.
He is a running back. He's more of a Chris Samuel type guy, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna talk about
what we wanted Chris Samuel to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed the combine. I watched highlights, and I enjoyed the highlights. I didn't have time to watch that much more than the highlights.
Nothing came out of this combine that made me go, "Oh shit, we gotta look for that guy."
Well, you know why?
I didn't watch any of it.
Then tell us which rookies you like, Dev. Don't know yet.
I have no idea. Yeah. I know what positions I like.
Looking for, and we are looking for.
Remember last year we had the quarterback issue, so we were glued to anything that had to do with NFL players and rookies, and it was Adam Peters' first draft.
So I think we as fans also trust Adam Peters so much that we're like, whoever he gets is going to be good.
Yeah, I think that's where we are although it might be a little premature for that, but you know,
I don't know.
He have no reason.
He hit on the draft.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I feel
we have no reason to not trust him.
We have no reason not to trust him. What we saw in San Francisco carried over to here.
Yeah, exactly. We have no reason to not trust.
And the positions that we have needs for are generally deeper positions in this draft anyway, right?
Yeah.
Or that we have not even necessarily needs, but some big wants. It's all deep in this draft, so I'm cool with that. I'm not worried. Like I said, Joe Noel, I found out the team is high on him. I'm high on him because I believe that's somebody we can get. It's a 6'4", 215-pound wide receiver. We could use some size out there. You put that man out there with a Deebo and a Terry.
Whoop, whoop.
You got some significant playmaking ability in different ways too, right? Different guys who all do different things. So
yeah,
there's and really we're picking at the bottom of the first round. It's almost a BP. That is I know everybody says you should always draft BPA. I don't necessarily agree with that. But bottom of the first round is such a BPA position. You get best of who's there.
Right.
And you get that 5th-year option if you choose to use it. I mean, that's how the Ravens got Lamar Jackson.
So how we got Montez Sweat.
We traded back into the first for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, we picked up Dwayne Haskins, and then we traded back. And remember, we thought that
we won the draft.
They were geniuses doing that.
2 first-round picks didn't work out so well.
Well, Montez didn't work out. They traded
Montez
him.
did work out.
Montez was pretty damn good here. Let's be real.
He was dope. Montez was already here.
Montez was good. We just
imagine if Montez was on this team last season.
Oh man,
and with Dante Fowler, that would have been crazy.
Yep.
But we might not get guys. We might not get some of the guys we got if we had stuck with Montez. We got draft picks and everything else.
That's true.
Yep. So let's just get right into it, guys. Deebo Samuel is now a Washington Commander.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Or number 40.
I didn't think it would happen.
Listen, we talked about this. I don't even know. 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. We all had our differing opinions. We all thought it might be too expensive. I really wish I could go back and figure out. We actually said.
We did not think it was going to be a 5th.
Right, but a 5th rounder. And we're only paying $17 million of his salary. The Niners are going to pick up the rest, and
about
so
$4 million.
Yeah, and so I can't see why that's a bad deal at all.
And
so
he's in a contract year, so he's motivated.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. Who is a fan? Dev, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on this trade where the Commanders gave up a 5th rounder and only paying 17 out of his $21 million salary this year?
I'll take it. If you had to told me that before the draft, I'd be like, yeah, right. I mean, Deebo Samuel is a 55 to 60 reception guy on good years. He had that one crazy 1,400 year, but normally he's about 50 to 55 catches a year, 600 yards, 550, and then another 4 or 5 on the ground. If we can get that for $17 million and a 5th round pick, fuck yeah, all day long, man.
Yeah.
I think the pick made it a steal. I think he was good enough for even more, but I'll take this. That still leaves you enough to pick up another receiver if you wanted one. But it doesn't make you feel like you have to go right now to get like the best thing available. You can maybe bargain and get someone else on here to help out.
Yeah.
So I like it. It also frees you up a spot to get a defensive back that you or a defensive edge rusher that you need, or two actually,
or 2.
Yeah. So I think it works out for us, man. I'm happy to see this. Maybe he'll even run kickoffs back, man. Who knows? Didn't he run a few back for San Fran? Am I tripping?
I think earlier in his stint he did.
I got his stuff up.
I like did like last year.
That's advanced receiving, passing, advanced passing.
I thought he ran 1 or 2 back since the kickoff return.
I'm looking kick. Not really. He in 2024 actually had the most kick returns of his career.
This year,
that was last year, he had 17 kick returns. Yeah. Before that, he only returned 6 in 2023 and 3 in 2021.
Right. I knew he was one of their guys back there from when they changed the kickoffs to the new style. I knew they threw him back there with the rookie guy they got.
Yeah.
Pearson, where his name is.
And clearly the Niners John Lynch didn't want to pay him what his $21 million, because apparently they're also talking about Brandon Ayuk is on the trading block as well.
That's weird that they didn't want to trade him last year though. Would have made more sense.
Frustrating for Purdy.
It's frustrating for Ayuk, who wanted to become a Commander or a Steeler and didn't get his choice because they wanted to keep him. And then they're like, "No, we don't want you."
I mean, it's really that.
They said this. They said I've seen tweets from people who normally kind of get it right sometimes, say things like San Fran and Commanders are not done dealing, that they're still having conversations, and some of those conversations circle around Jonathan Allen.
Yeah,
my mind's going to run with it. I'm going to be like, please bring Trent Williams home. That's not going to happen, but please bring Trent Williams home. We don't have to make any more moves the rest of the year if we bring Trent back, dog.
I know. Cody says, I think they let John Allen go. Remember we talked last week? They gave him.
I don't think they should cut him. I don't think it's smart to
just
cut him. Dog, it doesn't make sense when you don't have to do that. It does not make sense. If we had a receiver in the free agent market, would have cost us more than $17 million anyways. It's not gonna. This doesn't affect anything, man. But cutting Jonathan doesn't affect our bottom line whatsoever to the negative. Now, obviously, you could will it into something positive, but it's not something that oh my God, we have to do this to make this move. We can still make any move we want and keep Jonathan Allen.
Correct. Now, if you really need an extra 16, what did we say? 16.6 million. Yeah, you do it. But you're right. There's no forcing function to say we don't want this guy, unless you're trying to put Jazon Newton in the driver's seat.
Man, you're gonna have to get me someone that can be as important or projected as important.
Right.
I think Johnny Newton can be that guy.
No, I get that if that's the case, but you got to get me someone. If he leaves, someone else has to come in. Like it ain't got to be to play that position, but you got to get me maybe a defensive end that's like, okay, we lost Jonathan Allen, but maybe we got this guy
or draft someone relatively high.
No, I don't. I'm not. The draft's not including in this. I'm talking about you got to get me a free agent that at least matches what we wanted, what we expected out of Allen. You got to give me. It could be what's.
I mean, Allen.
What's the guy that's coming in from the Raiders used to have names on San Diego.
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, like if you tell me we're releasing him or picking up Khalil Mack and Jazeer's going to step in at the other tackle, I'd be like, cool, I get it. But you can't just go do it and then get a guy like another Coleman. You know, you can not Coleman, but you can't trick me with another. What's the race we got from Dallas? Defensive end.
Dorrance.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, Dorrance. You can't get me with that one, dog. Like I like Dorrance Armstrong, by the way. No shade to him, but you can't tell me we let go of Allen and we picked up Dorrance Armstrong. Like that was worth $16 million to you. You got to give me somebody that I could say like, yeah, I see why. Now we can, give me an edge. Give me somebody that can play, man. Give me another guy to make a Pro Bowl here and there.
We'll see. I mean, the contracts are going up. So,
but what if it's your boy from they got released from the Philadelphia Eagles?
Slay?
Yeah. What if it's Slay? What if Slay, Samuel Steele, and Lattimore are out there next year, bro?
I mean, they said he was a little bit washed. He played. He had a good.
We don't need him to be 1 or 2 though. We don't need him to be number 1.
No, he needed to be a 3. So for the price, if the price is right, man,
that works to be a 3.
Stick to Eagles fans. I mean, he would be better than BSJ was.
He would be better.
BSJ unfollowed the Commanders on Instagram, by the way.
He's better than Nashi.
Yeah, Nashi. What's up, Greg? Appreciate you popping in. And make sure you guys hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Ryan said he had Purdy thrown to him. That was a fun first team. Deebo gets 60+ catches here, and you got to remember, Deebo had pneumonia last year. I
also want to kill this narrative that Deebo is like always hurt. He's only missed 2 games each season the last 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, but he was
and
he didn't play.
He missed 3 in 2022. I'm sorry, he missed 4 in 2022. And then he missed 1 in 2021. 2020 is where he missed a bunch of games.
He had 800 yards from scrimmage last year in 15 games. So,
and they didn't run, and his running numbers were way down last year. 42 carries for only 136 yards. That's 3.2 a carry.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be playing a lot of running back in this offense. I think he's going to be a much more of a wide receiver, and they'll run him on. They'll find ways to get him his hands on the ball.
I don't know. Yeah. I haven't never seen him just be a wide receiver. Like
we said, Curtis Samuel is
not a scary guy receiver in my opinion.
Ryan said also wanted 2 for Turpin. A 2 for Turpin.
Yeah.
Dude.
Turpin who?
The kick returner, the dude who ran it back on us. A 2nd-round pick for Turpin.
Smoke weed every day.
Jerry on that good man. I don't know. I'm good. DT, what's up, DT? Make sure you guys check out DT owning the huddle. Also putting shows on Red Zone Lab YouTube channel. So appreciate you popping in, DT. Yeah, so not to change the subject, but I saw somewhere Garrett's agent's turning down anything the Browns are offering. He wants 100% out. He does, man. He wants no extension either. But look at Deebo's stats, man, over the last 5 years. He had that, like Phil said, he had that rough 2020 year, the COVID year. But in 2021, he had the breakout year. 2022, little bit.
24 is mostly. I think 24 is mostly his stat year.
Yeah, 892 and 225, and last year 670 and 136. So
We can get 670 and about 4 or 5 on the ground, dog.
hey, 670 was still better than any of the wide receivers outside of Terry McLaurin this year.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
And another 4 on the ground. Then you got to worry about Eckler, who's still on the contract. He's going to hopefully be healthy and give you about 4 and 4 on each side.
yeah.
You know, I think, and then you have a new quarterback who's going to throw 4,000 and run for close to 1,000. So I think, man, you know,
Yeah. Ryan
I
agrees
think
with
that
that.
I think this was I think that if Deebo plays if Deebo does what he's done the past 2 years, I think he'll naturally have a slight uptick in his numbers just because of playing in a more pass-friendly offense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for a 5th-round pick,
It's got to change.
who else? Who do you get? And this is why I keep trying to tell people that draft capital. You don't need every time a semi-star goes on the market. The first thing people say is, "Oh, it's going to cost us a 1st-round pick." No, it doesn't. It rarely ever does.
Rarely ever does. And I think that 890, if we got the 892, I'd be over the walls. If we got the 2023 892 receiving yards, because how many rushing yards do they have? Is that and rushing? Oh, rushing on the right.
Rushing is right here. 220.
So-
Here's the rushing column. 220, 159, 26, 365, 232, 225.
Yeah. So if we got the 23 version
Right there.
or the fucking 2020 version, honestly.
If we got the 2021 version, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, if we got 2021 version, I'd be annoying at that point to San Fran fans. You won't want to.
I think that Deebo. See, the thing is, everything's going to be designed. I think there's going to be because Deebo does well when you give him a little space, and we run all those wide receiver screens. Getting those out to Deebo is the same thing as handing him the ball off. You get him out there, a couple blockers, let him make something happen.
Yeah,
so
all those plays I went to Brown.
I think our offense is very Deebo Samuel friendly to begin with, in terms of just him catching the ball. So
I think all them plays that Deebo had will be, not Deebo, but Deami had those screens and shit. Will go to Deebo and be way better.
Yeah. I mean, we're hold on, I'm gonna pull up a second, but you guys were talking about 5th-round picks. I looked at
So who plays outside? On the other side. Because Deebo's not outside receiver.
It's too early.
So is it Deami back? Did Deami come back?
Terry
it's too early to tell.
Terry and Jaylen Noel.
You're talking about if we draft this guy.
I don't know if I want to draft the receiver at top now. Give me an edge rusher at this point. I don't know. I think right now we're in a good position to draft the best available player, so long as they're an edge rusher, receiver, or corner.
While you pull that up, let me get into the comments here. Mr. Titan.
What's up, Mr. Titan?
Congrats on the great pickup. Thank you.
Hey, I watched Mr. Titan's interview with Matt Hasselbeck. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
He's got some big things going on there.
You have with Matt Hasselbeck. That's a hell of a grab, too.
Yeah.
Ronald says, Deebo by eye.
I like Deebo.
He says Deebo definitely help out Daniels and help give him some veteran leadership in the wide receiver core. Absolutely.
He's a Deebo.
Talented veterans. And then he says they got Trent for a 5th. They owe us a favor.
That's true. That is
very true.
Thanks, Bruce.
Very true. And Yam says he'll say that most of the San Fran fans he's seen on social media are wishing Deebo well and are saying they were happy to have him while they did mostly.
Yep. There you go.
Deebo was a Gamecock.
McCoon from Louisville, top screen. See that?
All right. So we talked. Here are all the 5th-round picks for the last 20 years. Has any one of these dudes ever worked out? The closest one I could think of is maybe Chris Thompson, and that was for what, 3 years tops, and he just didn't rebound.
Chris
back.
Thompson. I mean, you could
argue Sam Howell.
Matt Ioannidis made a Pro Bowl.
Anthony Montgomery was a utility guy. He played like everywhere.
Matt Ioannidis made a Pro Bowl.
He did.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Matt Ioannidis is not.
Check it out.
What he got a ticket to the Pro Bowl and watch?
Was it an alternate? Hold on,
man. I think he played in that motherfucker. I don't want to lie to you, man. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
He had a monster year with us.
Yeah, 1 year. I think 1 year he made it.
I don't see him.
The year before he went to the Bills, or fucking they call him Papa Steroids, or fucking they call him.
Nah, he hasn't. I don't see any Pro Bowls.
No Pro Bowls.
Never mind.
Pro Bowl.
2018,
close, though.
2018, he had 7.5 sacks. 2019, he had 8.5 sacks. 2020, he fell off 1.5.
Yeah.
2021, 2.5. Went to Carolina,
Yeah.
had 1 sack, and he's out of the league.
But
I thought he made a Pro Bowl 1 year.
Here's the argument I'm trying to make. We gave a 5th for Deebo. I mean, we've seen Deebo's body of work, right? So would you trust Deebo's body of work, or half the time 5th round picks do nothing? So at least Deebo's going to give you something, and so that's why I'm all in on this. And look, this chart alone proves that.
Hey.
Fact is, a 5th round pick ain't
You know what? You forgot we did get the almighty Ryan Grant in 2014 in the 5th round.
Jay Gruden's son.
We drafted Jay Gruden, a child.
We did, man. And I thought Niles Paul had a lot of potential, but then we made him convert from wide receiver to a tight end.
I love Niles
and then
Paul.
we didn't even really give him opportunities at tight end. Terrible.
They wanted him to block because he was such a good blocker.
And then when he did get opportunities, he did well with Robert in 2012. Oh my goodness, he did
He was supposed to be the starter. He tore his knees up or whatever, wasn't it?
Do you know that what's his name? Jordan Reed was not the starter going into the year where he took over.
Niles.
It was Niles Paul. Niles Paul tore his ACL and like shredded his knee.
And then he came back and had to convert, right?
He had come back. He had come back and converted to tight end, right? And he was leading to be the tight end.
No, Deb, what I'm saying is off of his injury, he came back converted. He didn't come back as a wide receiver. He came back off his injury.
He got hurt as a tight end.
Yeah.
He got hurt as a number 1 tight end over Jordan Reed.
Yeah,
he got hurt and led way to Jordan Reed starting.
So that's, and here's the thing. I remember
he was on the stretcher.
Because I remember the story is that he was on the stretcher and he was in tears and he said, "Man, this is supposed to be my chance."
I remember that whole thing is supposed to be this year.
Greg Delaney waiting for Phil to mention.
He went to San Fran.
Gruden's crush. And you know what's funny? Ryan Grant got so many opportunities on this team, and he could not mess up. He dropped the ball. Oh, it was the wind. Anything happened? They just kept feeding him. Colt McCoy fed him. Kirk Cousins fed him. He loved him some Ryan Grant.
I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Niles Paul because that's a guy who he was a wide receiver. He was a tight end. As a tight end, they had him as a kick returner. He was a blocker. He was a receiver. He was actually pretty fast. He kept a lot of his speed even when he put on the weight to be a tight end. He did whatever was asked of him. Yeah. That's the kind of teammate you love to have. Somebody who just goes out there and is like, "Oh, y'all want me to be a wide receiver? I'll be a wide receiver. You want me to be a tight end? I'll be a tight end. You want me to return kicks? You want me to be a gunner?" He did all of it.
I'm your Huckleberry.
And that's why I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Niles Paul. Yeah. I hope that whatever he's doing in life now, he's doing well because that's classic character.
And Jay Gruden chiming in. Deebo will be a perfect fit with the Commanders. He is strong, a great blocker, can line up in the slot or outside or X and after case. Just what they needed.
Oh my God. It's everything everyone said. Wow. Jay Gruden is so astute. Is this the high quality evaluation y'all keep telling me that he does on players?
Hey, you know what? Retweet. There you go, Jay. Ron said Brian Mitchell is seen as our best.
I want it to be known I did not sanction that shit at all.
I did not go back that far, Ron. I didn't realize Brian Mitchell was a 5th round pick. That's pretty awesome. Man, that's great.
That was back when we had 12 rounds.
Love to see that. Yeah. Back when we had it all.
Back when Bobby Bethard, Joe Gibbs found everybody they needed in the 9th, 12th rounds.
Yep. So with the Deebo stuff,
Bobby
I mean, go ahead, Dev.
I want to say OG Bobby Johnson. So,
yeah. Bobby. I'm trying to see if there's anything else about Deebo. Our picks after the Deebo trade, we had the 29th, the 61st, the 79th, 207th, 238, 250. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 7. Those are the rounds we're picking in.
Don't be surprised if we pick some other picks.
Yeah, I mean, they could package those up or sell down, trade down, and accumulate
a couple
more.
mid-rounders, and then you trade. You take those mid-rounders, trade up to another second or something like that. There's ways you can do this, and we've seen that Adam Peters is not afraid to do that. So I'm very interested to see what comes of all of this.
Yep. Real quick. Sorry,
They pick Lance up, Trevor Lance up. So
Yeah, one more thing. Deepak Chona, doctor, sports analytics. Nobody's talking about his midseason pneumonia. That's what I brought up earlier. 77 yards per game, first 5 games, 44 after. I'm telling you, pneumonia can just level anyone, especially an athlete who relies on his cardiovascular, endurance to pneumonia. It's crazy. It's crazy. I had pneumonia for like 2 months, walking pneumonia. It's insane. But for him to be healthy, and he's also claiming that he's at 225 now, I think. So we'll see. There was a lot of people making fun of his weight earlier.
He's 215.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, anybody who's poking at Deebo is either someone who's is constantly looking for negative, or they're not a fan of the franchise.
I'm not going to go say the number, but what I asked, what was Deebo's high point weight watch from last season? And he said Deebo himself said 225 to be exact. Can't wait till the season's over. Fresh new Sarbo. So you heard it straight from the man.
I think you gotta understand. I think that this man is coming in super motivated. It's a contract year. He got traded. He got traded for a 5th.
Oh yeah.
If that doesn't just put a burr in your ass, if you're a Deebo Samuel type.
5th. And he also tweeted 49ers. I don't know where to stand. I know where I stand with them. It's nothing but love. Love John and Call to death. No bad blood, any way, shape, or form. They know I'm more than appreciative of everything they've done for me as a player, as a man. Nothing but love. So this is just the business side of it. That's all it is.
And he gets it. That's a professional right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Commanders fans, you now you know what you got.
Yeah. Not only that, what are the chances Deebo might actually recruit some talent for us this offseason and additional free agents? I don't know. Good.
I've been sitting here waiting for free agency to start because I'm just like,
what if it was Terry, Deebo, and Ayuk?
Oh my God.
What was Terry, Deebo, and Higgins?
Higgins got franchise tag.
Yeah, I've seen that today.
So
wow. That means
we're going to talk about that in a second. What does this mean for the rest of the wide receivers? Starting with De'Ami Brown. What does this mean for De'Ami Brown? So some say this means De'Ami Brown is out. He's gone. But if you're investing your number 2 wide receiver in Deebo Samuel, you could bring some of these people back.
De'Ami doesn't play slot. Why would he be gone?
No. What I'm saying is
free agent also. Zacchaeus plays slot.
No, what I'm saying is maybe De'Ami can play on the outside. He's not a
De'Ami does play on the outside. Zacchaeus plays slot. Deebo plays slot.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, why would
Zacchaeus plays on the outside too, though?
Yeah, but Deebo hardly ever plays on the outside. Just sometimes.
Zacchaeus plays on the outside. He plays on the outside just as well as he plays on the slot.
You don't want him starting on the outside though. I don't even want him on the outside. I'll be honest.
Either.
Be honest. If I had to choose one, I'd bring De'Ami back between those two. I ain't gonna lie.
I'd go find another one.
Yeah, honestly, that'd be the number one option. But I'm just saying, if you were stuck on, I'd bring him back and get another guy in there, dog. I think De'Ami's a 4. Marginal 3.
In the first 2 games of the playoffs, he had 14 passes, 229 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I'd bring De'Ami back if I can get him close to the same number he was at.
Wow, what did he have all season?
30 receptions, 308 yards.
Okay.
I bring De'Ami back and get somebody else.
So this article I'm looking at from Last Word on Sports, they have potential landing spots for De'Ami Brown. Carolina Panthers, pair him up with Xavier Legette and Jalen Coker. Kansas City Chiefs, they're probably going to lose DeAndre Hopkins and Marquise Brown. So that would put De'Ami Brown out there with Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice. The Cowboys.
I honestly think I'll be honest with you. I think Kansas City is a great landing spot for De'Ami.
Probably. Cowboys have CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks is getting older. Chargers with Ladd McConkey and Quentin Johnson.
Brandon Cooks is a free agent.
Yeah, and then the Saints. I don't know.
Right?
Is he? I don't know.
So, yeah.
And then the New Orleans Saints, who have Chris Olave, and that's about it. So, do you guys think the Deebo signing means De'Ami Brown is gone?
I think he's definitely on the outside looking in.
Outside looking in. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. But it really depends on what they do. Remember, Bob, at the combine, Adam Peters said they're going to sign I don't remember the exact quote, but he said we're going to sign a big chunk of our guys to come back because of familiarity. And
Chunk.
like a chunk. So chunk is
Brandon Cooks free agent.
Jeremy Chin's a chunk.
defined. Yeah.
Brandon Cooks a free
You know
agent.
what?
Bobby Wagner's a chunk.
Hey, Phil, let's do this. I have a list very quickly of all the free agents.
I do too.
Sure.
So let's for our team, let's look at that very quickly. Let me stop this and I will present that very quickly. Let's just go right down the line. We've kind of done this before. But Hogs Haven has a really good breakdown on where you see these things. So Bobby Wagner, I'm pretty sure he's coming back, right?
Yes.
Mariota, I think he's gone. I would love to see him stay, but I feel like he's going to
nice.
join Chip Kelly and the Raiders.
That's a luxury one. You know, it's not that's not absolutely must be necessary. It has to be, you know, oh my God, if we don't, we're done. But would be nice. That's a high one.
Drizzy can play, so we'll see Jeff Driscoll if we don't. John Bates, the guy, whoever wrote this, Bill in Bangkok, thinks that they must extend.
A newsflash: it was Steve Lim that wrote this. Actually,
I'm not a big I like John Bates. I'm not obsessed with John Bates.
The must extend in parentheses is what's crazy.
He's a great blocker, and he sure can catch. But
does he want to come back and be the number 3?
Turner to get another shot.
Does he want to be the for sure number 3 if he comes back though? Like because this is what you're going to be. Like at best, you're the number 3.
I mean, it'd be cool if they bump Senate up to 1 and leave Bates at 2. That would be optimal.
I don't think Hurts going nowhere, bro.
Well, we're gonna get to that in a second.
He even said I can't want to play here with this guy forever.
Would you guys resign John Bates?
I mean,
I would.
Where though? I mean, he'd be on my bottom of the list.
Jeremy Chin, I would bring Chin.
Yes.
Back.
Yep. Unless you can upgrade him.
I would bring Chin. Cleveland Farrell, probably can go without him. Didn't do a whole lot.
That's a luxury one, but I mean, you know, I wouldn't be mad.
Tressway, I'm signing Tressway. If not, dude, that man needs to retire.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
Trying to get clicks.
He's just a punter. Dante Fowler. Listen, I like Dante Fowler. He's gonna want some money. That man had a run last season. How many sacks do you have?
You give him about $6 million a year for 2 years. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, he's probably gonna want more, but I can't blame him if he wants more.
As Bill and Bangkok pointed out, I did see this article earlier. As Bill and Bangkok did point out, Dante Fowler has played with Dan Quinn in 3 different places.
Yeah.
So Dan Quinn likes Dante Fowler.
In the words of my guy Yam, Dante Fowler is a liability in the run. Oops. Sorry.
That's fine. You can have him as somebody.
Yam will scream on the top of the mountain that Dante Fowler, while great in pass coverage, needs to come out. So Ron and Indian Lake says no Fowler, no Farrell. Okay, gotcha, Ron. Zach Ertz, number 8, Michael Davis.
No,
I'm good. I'm good. We're good. I think we're all good on Michael Davis. Zach Ertz. If you can, 35. You could do another like 1 to 2 year.
I think he wants to come back.
He probably does want to come back. Run it back.
Vocal about that.
I would take him, but then I would probably let Bates walk. And if Zach's going to be on there, and then you can really groom Senate if that's what you're.
That's what I'm saying. Why would Bates come back to number 3?
You still need a third tight end, but it really all depends how much Bates wants.
Bates then? You can
draft the
I don't think Bates needs to be a third tight end 3.
Bates comes back at a veteran minimum.
Maybe, but he probably can go get somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder if he could go somewhere else and do better than number 3.
Yeah,
best series number 3 if Ertz comes back.
He definitely could. Cornelius Lucas. This guy's funny. Every year, this guy says every year, it seems like I want to move on from Cornelius Lucas, and every year he returns to the team and plays an important role.
Reed Darty.
Yeah,
a backup. He's a backup swing tackle. He can play both sides. That's valuable.
Ron's got yes to Ertz. Okay, yes.
I tell you what though, I don't want him if we keep Wiley because I feel like we're gonna have another tackle on this team somewhere. I feel like there's
Wiley's on the contract.
Yeah, I think we're good on Wiley. Trent. What about Trent Scott?
Yeah, that's another one. I'd rather have Trent Scott back.
Build the depth on that line.
I'd rather have Trent Scott back because he also plays tight end. Like, I mean, he also catches touchdowns. Like, Trent Scott's valuable.
He caught a touchdown.
He caught Jayden's first touchdown. Mm-hmm. Michael Dieter.
No.
Backup center, guard, utility, position flex. All right, Dev.
Noah
boy.
Igunashi.
Ianashi.
I would bring him
Deebo
back.
I'd
I
bring him
like
back,
him
too.
as a backup corner.
I
I'm
feel like
gonna
if he's
bring
got,
back
I feel the same way about him
Like Scott.
as I do Cornelius. That I bring him back if he's a fourth corner. Like a guy who can be the third corner. Like I would love to bring him back even if he's the fourth corner. I feel like De'Ami Brown. I feel like I want to bring De'Ami Brown even if he's the fourth receiver because he'd be a good fourth receiver. I think Noah would be a good fourth corner, but he can also be the third corner. I feel like that.
Ianashi.
Yeah,
give me another corner. Give me back another corner.
Back as a third or fourth guy.
All these guys, I feel.
Zacchaeus, Crowder, Brown, De'Ami Brown, Noah Brown. Each of these guys got a contract worth 1.2. I'm telling you, they all made 1.2. That's
if I can get one of them back for 1.2, the first one signed the contract wins.
And Zacchaeus, yes.
Bill's
Noah
right.
Brown, maybe.
I think you got to pick 2 or 4.
Crowder, maybe. De'Ami Brown, bye.
I got 2 contracts for 1.4 million. Whoever can get to it first is who we're keeping at time.
The thing is, De'Ami Brown also doesn't do anything really other than play wide receiver.
Score touchdowns.
Crowder returns kicks,
but
Zacchaeus returns kicks.
De'Ami Brown will get paid probably more than any of these guys next year. I
I
guarantee.
don't know, man. Zacchaeus,
Not by us. Not by us.
Zacchaeus, man, had a pretty good. That's some good film. Zacchaeus had some good film out there, bro.
Yeah.
That's some big games.
This guy makes a good point. 11 games, 453 yards before he got hurt.
I think Noah's probably the most productive one out of all of them. But the thing about Noah is, that's how you feel.
Yeah. And this guy, the trade for Deebo Samuel reported this weekend seems to make it less likely Brown return. He hasn't liked his time in DC because he's always been relegated.
So whose fault is that?
It's his own fault. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault, but his
I
own.
know, but he hasn't enjoyed his 4 years in
Yeah.
Washington.
Ryan said he's on Crowder over De'Ami. I wonder how Crowder's going to be. 30, 32, something like that. All right, BSJ. No. I mean, if you put him as cornerback
fourth corner, I'll take him.
You could, but I don't think he's coming back. I think he's done. He's gone. Nick Valor, 36-year-old.
Got 1.2, I think.
Yeah,
Michael Walker.
you can bring him back on a vet minimum and send him out.
Also plays fullback, so.
Michael Walker. Sheldon Day. Jalen Holmes.
I know a lot of people like
Jalen
Holmes.
A lot of people do like Jalen Holmes.
I'll bring him back to depth.
He's old though.
Jeremy McNichols.
29.
I think we're good on McNichols. I would like to keep Chris Rodriguez.
I like to get rid of all these running backs except for Robinson and Eckler. Everyone else can go.
Can we put Robinson in there too?
I said Robinson and Eckler.
No, I said can Robinson go too?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be happy with him going too, but I'm saying
who you picking here? Zane or Seibert?
I'm kind of starting to be a fan of Zane. I'm starting to be a fan of Zane. I don't know why.
Seibert showed me enough to be the guy.
I seen Zane in the playoffs.
Automatic, dude.
Yeah.
I seen Zane in the playoffs.
Zane's cool, I mean, but Seibert was he 14 for 14?
Got a better leg, don't he?
Jeff Driscoll, bring me some Jeff Driscoll, man. I like him a lot.
As a rookie, or not a rookie, as a backup.
Yeah, I like him as third, but I think Sam Hartman is.
Oh, he's still there. I forgot he's there.
Hartman's there too.
I thought he only signed a.
Hartman's.
I don't even know.
I know. Driscoll was only signed on 1 year.
KJ, I don't even know why I brought him in. To be honest with you, didn't really do much. He probably can go. I don't know what they see in him. But Derek Forrest, Forrest from 3 years ago was the man, and then he got injured, and we just never saw the guy again.
He got back in at the end of the year. The very end of the year, he started getting back in there.
Yeah, C-Rod. I love Chris Rodriguez, dude. I think you find a way.
Kentucky player, boo.
Never had the opportunities, man. Oh,
I like this. Tender him an offer, bring him back to camp.
Man, I'll tell you what, I don't want nobody on this team.
I don't want. So they can keep him. They can keep him under contract.
I don't want nobody on this team.
How do we pronounce this guy, Dev?
Harry Jism.
Debussy.
I don't want nobody on this team that I wouldn't want starting if they had to.
Yeah. Ryan said keep Seibert. Ron said neither. Keep C-Rod. What's up, Marcus? SportsView 2 on Facebook. Ron says sign C-Rod, trade B-Rob if you can.
Why? Could
Why
someone
not?
give me? Could someone give
Why
me
not?
truth,
Okay, I just say
provable,
jokingly.
tangible reasons that somehow Chris Rodriguez is an improvement over Brian Robinson Jr.?
Shit, watch
I
the
mean,
games.
watch the second half of the season.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
will
that's-
tell
When
you
we went to a
where you need
different
to
run
go.
offense.
That's the offense we run. You got to learn how to run it, motherfucker. I don't know what to tell
I mean,
you.
Brian
I think something
Robinson
happened to
was
him.
injured too.
Yeah, I think something
He
happened to
never
him.
looked the same after his injury as well. So
After them fumbles against Cowboys. That's what
this year will be telling. This year will be very, very telling for Brian Robinson.
If I would rather draft another running back than say no. We're going to say no to B-Rob, and we're going to put our eggs in Chris Rodriguez's basket to start.
No, not start. I want Eckler. Eckler needs to be the starter, dog. Eckler needs to be the starter.
No.
Can he survive being a starter?
Nah, Eckler's a starter, bro.
No, I think you roll with B-Rob. You roll with
Eckler.
B-Rob, and you spell him just like we did the first 7 games of the season. It worked.
I do it the opposite way. I bring Eckler in and spell him with B-Rob.
No,
I mean, I'm sorry.
Eckler's going to play the role that Eckler plays.
Yeah,
You draft another running back. You keep B-Rob. If B-Rob's still on a rookie deal, it's not like B-Rob is on some like mega $1 million contract.
But
like he's Saquon or something.
If they somehow get one of these, I mean, this is the best running back class arguably in I don't even know how many years, 20,
now,
30
if you want to
years.
get another bruiser of a back, get like an Omarion Hampton or something.
Hampton's gonna get rid of. I'd have Brown. I'd be Eckler, Hampton, and Robinson,
or Trevion Henderson from Ohio State. You get one of those guys. I don't know what you do with Brian Robinson.
No, he's the backup. He's on the team. Fight for your job, big dog. He's still better than Rodriguez.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that than say get rid of B-Rob and keep Chris Rodriguez.
I want Chris Rodriguez.
Yes,
Chris
Marcus.
Rodriguez and the other guy gone, dog. Only two center backs on this team need to be Eckler and Robinson. Everybody else can go.
I already said get rid of
Phil said it a long time ago. Long time ago.
I said it a long time ago. I said it today. I'll say it tomorrow.
And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Extra draft pick up the lines. Marcus said trade back out of the first round. So go from the 29th. Try to get a couple twos out of it.
Go up to 17.
You could, but
go the other way.
Ron said he'd let Eckler go.
Go the other way.
Why? Eckler was really good.
That guy's an all-pro, man. And even when he came back, he was good.
Eckler was the best backup running back in the league last year.
He was the best player on our team for the first 5-6 games.
Agree. Best player.
He was
even better than Terry.
Yeah.
You know what he was the first half of the season?
Chris
he was our most dynamic.
He was dynamic.
Yeah.
Like Dayami. Ryan said if we land skateboard, B-Rob is gone. Yeah. Cam Skateboard out of Arizona State, man. He's a bruiser too. He's like a better version of Peyton Hillis in college. I can't say he's gonna be like that in NFL.
We ain't going no white running backs, bro. Fuck all that noise. This is
without
the malarkey.
Let's go.
Stop
Peyton Hillis killed that for you.
Draft younger, faster. I mean,
he's a backup.
Eckler was an all-pro, man. It's hard to deny. Now Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl's a joke. Pro Bowls mean nothing these days. All pro, man. He's an all-pro.
I mean, Eckler could still do a lot of things, and he doesn't have to do one. He doesn't. He's a Swiss Army knife.
He's never been a 1,000-yard running back ever in his career.
He hasn't had to be.
We don't need him.
He's a receiving back as well. So
I'm going him and a rookie and B-Rob next year. I'm getting rid of everybody else at running back.
That's fine by me. That is a fine way to go. But I am not going to sit here and try to act like somehow Chris Rodriguez is a better option at running back than Brian Robinson Jr. If he was, he would have already proven that by now.
Yeah. The Seahawks said they have no decision and they have no expectation to make DK Metcalf available. I know DK was in discussions about being traded, and but
imagine if we grabbed DK as well.
Then we just have a bunch of dudes that can run slants. I don't know. You have two receivers that can't run routes. You'd have Terry McLaurin and 2 other niggas that can't run routes.
I know, right?
And a running back that runs better routes than all the receivers except for one guy. You know.
Yeah. Ryan's telling me to check out Tatero McMillan. I've heard of this guy. I watched a little bit of his college tape. His number, that's right, Arizona Wildcats. Pretty good numbers. Last year, 84 receptions, 13-19. We're going to share the screen real quick. I don't know where. McMillan.
What school?
Arizona State. There's his numbers. Actually, not bad at all.
What's combine look like? Receivers ain't we got out there.
I got the combine results here. We're going to show that in a second. This guy could be cool, man. I'm going to keep this under consideration. Let me go back to the combine. Well, first off, T. Higgins is now tagged, so that is a thing.
Out of the question.
He put that on Twitter himself. Actually, check this out. This is funny. This is probably one of the funniest tweets I've seen about T. Higgins. T. Higgins, I can finally go somewhere and be a wide receiver one. The Bengals. Fuck you are. And then he even said himself, tag. So I don't know what the wide receiver tag number is. If anyone in the chat has it handy, it's the top 5 average of the top 5, salaries or wide receivers. With the new salary cap, I'm not sure, but if y'all in the chat, anyone has in the chat, post it in the comments.
Wide receiver is 21. It's 23.9 million.
I wonder if that's before the adjustment or after the adjustment for the new cap. It's got to be close either way, but that's T. Higgins, man.
23.9.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys let the chat off too easy, man. Make them do their jobs. This is what they love to do.
Our quarterback is 40 million.
Jayden's going to get paid 75 per year. Watch. It's coming. He's going to be the first $75 million a year quarterback by the time in 3 years when he gets his deal.
Just wait. He'll be the first, but he's going to be there.
Just wait. All right, combine results. Let's talk about the combine a little bit. Not to go over, too much stuff, but what I want to do is I just have like a lot of the stats. So we can look at positions by position and by event if you want to. If you guys have any let's check this out. So what do you guys want to see? You want to see 40s, right? Everyone loves 40s. So
we're not looking at quarterbacks. You can
quarterback
skip right
40s, running back 40s. Let's see how
quarterback 40s are pretty cool.
This guy Tootin out of Virginia Tech.
He's
monster, dude. Monster. Remember, not everyone ran. This is just everyone who competed and ran.
Did Jonty run?
He did not. Trevor Etienne. See Trevion Henderson, 4.43, Ohio State. That's a guy I was
I don't trust his ETN guys, man.
Yeah. American Hampton, North Carolina, 4.46.
Not bad for a guy that's his size.
You know what's crazy? 4.46 and 4.32. What's the difference between 4.32 and 4.46? It's like,
well, if you're running a race, that's like an arm's length.
Yeah.
but if it's not,
Chuckins 4.48. Jordan J. Caleb Johnson, the guy who I like, a little slow, 4.57.
Now you get Brian Robinson territory. Go on.
Yeah. Let's check out the receivers who ran.
Jalen Noel run. What at 6'4".
Matthew Golden, 4.29.
One of those guys though that didn't really do shit.
He was trying to beat Xavier Worthy's time from last year, but he didn't. Jalen Lane, Virginia Tech, 4.34. Ty Felton, Maryland. This guy's going to be great. So 4.37.
Ty Felton, somebody I would not mind having either.
Yeah, before the draft, Ty Felton was looked at between a 50 and 60th round pick, and I think his combine results, he did fantastic. I think he's going to springboard himself up even higher, like
he's
early
guys that's going to get the combine bump,
early to the third, 40th pick or something like that. Isaiah Bond out of Texas, 4.39. So Texas, man, 4.39 and 4.29. They got some burners down there.
Right at Jalen Noel, Iowa State.
4.39.
Got to watch 6'4". You run a 4.39 40.
There you go.
Well, I think this ends my thing about getting a receiver in the first round because you can get a couple in the second.
You can. Luther Burden, 4.41.
How tall is Luther Burden? He's about 6 something, isn't he?
Luther Burden measured in at 6 foot 206.
He's Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. Look at this guy. Tesla ran a 4.43, Dev. Arkansas. Isaac Tesla. He is 6'4", 214.
Hell of a name. He had the battery in his bat.
Backup or a special teamer. That's funny.
He was charged up.
What do they rate Luther Burden as? Good starter.
Plugged in.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other receivers? Jayden Higgins.
What Jonte Webster area is 4.6. What they got him listed as?
Who?
Jonte
Colorado.
I had him over. I thought they might have him over
5'10", 163.
What
average Jimmy, backup or special teamer is what he's.
Jimmy Horn, day one starter.
Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Crack Horn, and I don't care. 5'8", 174, average backup or special teamer.
I bet his kick returns would be special though.
Yeah.
So
Anyone else? Let's see tight ends, man. You never know. Terrence Ferguson, Josh Simon. The good tight ends didn't run, so this is kind of hard to get a good.
Stink.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the guy out of Penn State, I forget his name. He's like one of the best ones.
He's not. Yeah, he wasn't.
They're gonna do pro days.
They'll do pro day. God, we got him.
4.8. Some of these DNs and DTs were flying.
I seen the James Pierce one.
Holy smokes. 447. Real quick, Ron said he'd signed Jayden to a lifetime contract.
He's a very small defensive end, man.
Hendersy's. Tia said a lot of grown man bodies at the combine. Yeah.
Pierce is a very small defensive end, right? And he like a 250-ish kind of guy.
Pierce is 6'5", 245.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Parsons.
Yeah, man, that'd be scary.
Said no notifications, Commanders Podcast, Sports Time Road. You got to fix your YouTube.
AG, hit the
bell. I got
bell.
a notification, and I'm here.
Hit that bell, buddy. Every Monday and Thursday night at 8:35 East Coast time.
We're glad you're here now.
Yes. Thank you much, AG. Good to have you. Ryan said, "Is Jimmy Horn? Is that Joe Horn's son?" I don't know.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
So Marcus makes a good point. Mason Taylor, George Taylor's nephew. So Mason Taylor had himself a pretty good combine.
Is Mason Taylor? That means he's
Jason
what's
Taylor's,
name? Jason Taylor's son.
Yes. Where did he go?
If he comes with George Taylor, we'll take him.
He didn't run the 40, but he did the drill where you catch the ball running down the sideline, and this man got up to like 24 miles an hour for a tight end. So should be pretty cool.
Speed on him.
Any other? Let's look at the defensive tackles. Maybe replace John Allen. 4'8", 4'8", 4'8",
a lot of big dudes.
4'9". And these Peoples, I liked him. Tech.
Do they have like who they got ranked higher? The rankings?
Not here. That's not gonna be on this list.
So these are just all the events.
What's the bench press for some of these O linemen?
O linemen?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, with the 40,
33, 31. Do you guys remember when Stephen Paya did 45?
39 or 40. Yeah.
Somewhere like that. Bro, I wonder if he still has the record. He might still have the record. AG, does Washington trade down for extra picks? So there's two different schools of thought on here. I think they probably should, but later, mid-rounds, other folks think we should trade up. Dev is a fan of trading up to get some, so I don't know. 30, 31, 31, 29, 27, 26,
The
25.
record for bench presses at the NFL Combine is Justin Ernest in 1999, defensive tackle from Eastern Kentucky with 51.
Interesting.
Stephen Paya was number 2 all time, 49.
Okay.
Here's the thing. A massive bench press like that does not equal anything because none of these guys really had a long-term career, except for Dontari Poe. Dontari Poe had 44 in 2012.
What did Paya have again?
49.
49. Okay. Hey, Dev, this is what they have as the combine tracker. So
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yeah, man, if we could ask Genti in the first round, I'd take it. We're not getting zero chance of getting
Tyler Warren. If we were to somehow get Tyler Warren at tight end, you imagine him in Senate. Oh my God,
he's going like he's going like Brock Bowers did, man.
I think Loveland too for Michigan. He's dope. I saw him live.
Colston, good guy. Will Johnson, Mason Graham, Luther Burden.
Will
Johnson had a very slow 40. I don't know why
Will Johnson would be a stuff of dreams too, by the way. Best corner in the league, in my opinion.
Hey, 2 Michigan corners, man.
Yeah, best corner in the football, in my opinion. I know that Hunter's going to be the top corner taken, but I think that dude's the best corner.
Shamar Stewart, Donovan Jackson, James Pierce, Matthew Golden, Tedero McMillan. That's the guy Ryan was talking about. Cam Ward, 639.
They got Shadur over Cam?
No. Shadur's dropping, dude. He's just dropping.
Then they're going to regret that. I don't think Cam could throw passes like that, man. I watch a lot of games from him. Against good teams, he don't really play that well.
I don't know. There's no one that says Cam is worse than Shador, at least from the talking heads.
Yeah, I think the issue that Shador has is that he's like a black quarterback that doesn't play like a black quarterback. Like, kind of like Byron Leftwich. Kind of like he ain't really the slowest quarterback, but he's definitely the
more
slowest.
Of a traditional pocket passing quarterback.
He's not a slow quarterback at all, but he's definitely the slowest black.
He's very accurate. He can extend the plays. He can extend plays.
Yeah. I would pick him. I would pick Shador over all of them. But yeah, I think that
as Michael Irvin would describe him, he's a quarterback who can run, not a running quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna in today's league. I don't think that
he doesn't even run. He's a lateral guy. Yeah. He runs to pass. Like he slides left and right. I think he had negative yardage this year because they take all the sacks and he got sacked a shit ton of times.
They got a horrible offensive line, but in today's league, man, I think you gotta be able to be a running quarterback, dog.
Yeah.
if you're on one of the teams that draft in the top 5, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to win the games yourself sometimes. You gotta be able to just like that's the thing that Lamar has. I think Jayden looks like he probably has. Hurts even has a little bit of it. Like, hey, when the chips are down, man, this guy can make a play. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think Shador Sanders, man, didn't get to prove in college. But I think man, I like to see him do well, man. Tennessee gonna have a good player if they get him.
Yeah. So this next topic was presented by Phil. Worst character report in the NFL draft.
Who smoked weed at the combine is what we're trying to say.
What'd he say? What do you do to get this?
Smoke weed at the combine.
Do you know, Phil? Or
no, I don't. That's why I was like, does anybody know?
So here it is, guys. James Pierce reportedly has the worst character report of any player in this year's class per Corey Kinnan. What did this dude say?
I'll take him. That's what I like.
Apparently, there was a bunch of red flags that came out. And of course, what happened was that immediately that came out and everybody's like, well, the Commander should get him.
Damn right.
Like, whoa,
we need some of them kind of assholes on the team, bro. We need one of them motherfucking MAGA hat wearing motherfuckers. Everybody just hates.
There's assholes and there's guys who completely disrupt your
Does he have trouble? Does he have disciplinary issues?
Yeah, as long as he ain't raping or beating up people and shit, I'm cool. You can call him, you can say the shit you want to say.
But now all the reports are saying he is now out of the first round.
Good. Please follow
mock drafts. I mean, that's how John Allen felt.
Please follow us, man. He must have bought a Kanye West and got some swastika shirts out or something.
Jalen Carter fell too because of the,
yeah, I would love to get Jalen Carter. He follow us.
It could be a smear campaign so someone can actually get him.
Hope we're the ones to do it.
I'm
gonna look see what he did.
Yeah, anonymous AFC staffer raises red flags on James Pierce out of nowhere.
That nigga ran a 4.4. He back in there. They tripping, dog.
Yeah, I'm sure. And apparently he interviewed really well at the combine.
Yeah, somebody's lying. He's gonna go on top 5.
It just says director of player personnel for an NFL team says he's in danger of getting dropped off our board. We are a strict team of character and we have a lot of concerns. And I think he probably isn't a fit for us.
I see that.
What does that even mean?
Anonymous AFC staffer.
Does this guy have some Darius Geis in him?
Man, he out here fingering old people's booties and stuff.
Nobody seems to know what makes him
allegedly.
Happy. I mean, it's not like the guy who's smoking weed in a face mask the night before the draft. Remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, Larry Tunsil,
he ended up being a Pro Bowler.
Still take that dude any day.
Any day. 100% of them I take him.
That's
why I said. That's why I said all these dudes y'all having problems with.
Yeah.
Every one of them end up being good players. So Ryan says, I'm taking them.
Shador's dropping because of Dion. They don't want that extra media. He'll be criticizing these NFL coaches from college. Just watch. Shador is average, but has the it factor. Kirk Cousins upside.
Yeah,
shit, that's not bad upside for a while. Imagine if you get him, he does the Trump dance if he's MAGA. Who's he talking about? Pierce?
Yeah.
For a sec.
Shit.
Pierce getting too many massages? Yeah, like Justin Tucker. By the way, how is Justin Tucker not vilified in the
his wife says she believes him, ain't none of it true.
Yeah,
nobody give a fuck about it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing I want to say.
All 15 people got together and said, "Let's all gather up and gang up on Justin Tucker."
Why is it if you're a professional player, you're gonna go get a rub down from a professional massage therapist at your team's facility and be like, "Jerk this"?
Kickers deserve hand jobs, bro. Proponent.
I don't know, man.
I'm a
don't
proponent
get
the hand job should be written in the kicker's contract.
I don't think it was all at the facility. Wasn't I thought it was out in the community
I
too.
don't think none of it was in the facility, was it? That'd be a whole different
There
category.
are places you can go where this is easily done.
Yeah, it's called your wife's room. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. That's what if you're married, that's an appropriate place to get a hand job. You're fucking wife.
Yes, it should not
Yeah.
be at the team facility. That's for sure. It should not be there.
Your wife should never be giving you hand jobs at your workplace. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Quarterback that can run.
Yes,
All right, I'm gonna play this one too.
I feel like if you're married to a guy that makes millions of dollars, man, he shouldn't be walking around without hand jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like a certain thing. Like if I was married to Oprah, man, you know, she really shouldn't be, you know, begging me to give her a hand job, you know, or give her, you know, double click her mouse or whatever.
Probably not. All right, I think I'm gonna get us demonetized. But this is a TikTok video.
I'm sure our hand job comments did it for you,
Yeah.
Steve.
What does Michael Irvin say?
Oh, yeah.
Find me a fourth round.
Ain't nobody said the word, Dev. You said it. We were saying massages.
Hold on.
You just said it. Ready? Here we go. There. Censored.
Quarterback that's a running quarterback that can run.
yes.
I want you to go find me a fourth round quarterback that's a running quarterback. Not a quarterback that can run, but a running quarterback. Oh, Mike, you're so good at this thing. I want to go find me a Jalen Hurts. You see what I mean? I want to go find me a Jalen Hurts.
Look at their
Of course you
reaction.
do.
Look
Right,
at
that's
Paul
what I'm
Pierce.
saying,
Look at
because
Paul
now
Pierce.
I know it can win a championship. That's what I'm saying.
Paul Pierce cracking up too.
He
I'll
knew.
do it.
He knew. Say
All
it.
right, one more time.
Paul Pierce, the police,
I
man.
want
He
you to go
should shut
find me
up.
a fourth round quarterback
Good
that's
TikTok
a
video.
running quarterback. Not a quarterback that can run,
Oh, that's good.
but a running quarterback. Oh, Mike, you're so good at this thing. I want to go find me a Jalen Hurts. You see what I mean? I want to go find me a
They
Jalen
kept
Hurts.
it
Of
going.
course you do.
That's funny. That's good stuff. They let it go. He caught just enough of it to not.
He almost got out. He almost did the Booker T.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Booker T.
right.
I'm coming for you, nigga.
We played that once and got.
Man, hey, the scary Sherry face was the first part of it. She was like scary
Yeah.
Sherry was like trying to hold it
She
in.
just
man.
reached up and rubbed his face like it's okay.
Yeah, we played that one time on the show, and I think WWE.
Come for you, nigga.
And then,
WWE does not play when it comes to flagging your shit on this platform. Just so any of you aspiring content creators don't ever play anything from WWE.
Yeah,
They will we played a 7-second clip and they nailed our entire video.
In fact, we should be mentioning them. WWF. That's what we're going to.
all right. Here's one more. Phil has another clip for us to play.
Oh, shit. Skip better says nigga.
I don't know. I haven't heard this.
If only.
He does not.
Allow me to interrupt the steak you're probably eating right now at Prime 47 in
Jerry
Indianapolis
Jones.
at the Combine to inform you it's happening to us again. I don't know if you care anymore, but your in-division rival, Washington, just went out and stole Deebo Samuel, flat out stolen from San Francisco for a 5th-round pick, Jerry. He's going to be playing for a contract next year. He wanted out of San Francisco, and now he's going to be on his best behavior with people he knows and loves in Washington. You're going to have to deal with Deebo Samuel twice a year in Washington with Jayden Daniels. It's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Commanders, Jerry.
Tell
Don't
him.
you see it? He is Mauler baller. When he's
Tell him
right, he is scary right. His father nicknamed him for Deebo on Friday, the neighborhood bully, because he is the neighborhood bully. It's just too much, Jerry. I just sat back and shook my head. I've been watching the Combine all day, and I saw you. You did pop up at the Combine. They showed you up in the box. You were wearing some of my favorite colors, black on black. But for you, it looked like you were on your way to your own funeral. You know what? Maybe you know that it's time. So pause for just a second with that steak on your fork before you put it in mouth and think about this. It's starting to look like you could be the worst team in the NFC East next year. Jerry Jones, have a nice dinner.
Nah, John's going to be worse than
He's
him.
not at 47 Prime. He's at St. Elmo's.
Even worse than
St. Elmo's, by the way, that
that's
place,
where everyone goes in
St. Elmo's is a fantastic steakhouse,
Yeah.
by the way. It's one of the best ones in the country. Don't put him in a second-rate steakhouse. Skip. That's Jerry Jones. He spends money on himself, not on his team, but on himself.
I spent money on this team. I
Hey,
think
he said he was. He said he was all in too. He was all in.
That got
for-
60 million, bro. I don't know if spending the money at the comment you need to make. You spending that?
He said we're gonna go all in. He said it last year and this year. We're all in. Ryan said Cliff went to Thailand to get those massages. See?
Yeah, hey, that's what you should do.
Cross international.
Well, a lady
borders.
boy.
Ron said our local massage parlor got busted. Most of the customers were cops.
Yeah, it was
You
something when
are.
the massage parlor getting caught with like Steve giving you with a wig on, getting your hand job.
Lady boy.
You in Bangkok? Come on, you come on the floor.
Ryan said I've been getting back into wrestling. John Cena he needs to cut his hair, man. He's got a big old bald spot up here, and he was pale as fuck, dude. Why, come on, John. Did he just come did he just decide like an hour before the show, like, all right, I'm gonna come wrestle?
No,
He did not look like his
on his
normal
retirement tour.
Okay, look, his normal self. He was better with bald head. Usually he's oiled up, super tan. He just looked like he wasn't prepared. He's definitely aging, but it was good to see him out there though.
I mean, he's on his retirement tour.
Yeah. So this is it. The last hoorah.
It is the last time, but it's funny because somebody did the NWO logo and used his bald head as the O.
Oh man, yeah, they're clowning him for that.
It is what it is. I mean, it got people talking.
It did, and that's the whole point, man. Right?
I felt like that's what was going to happen when he turned bad. I thought NWO was coming back. I thought we were going to see it screen turn black to white, and NWO was coming back. That's what I thought was going to happen.
If they had to play the music,
yeah,
it
just came out like this right here. Just turning black and white, like
Yep.
New work.
Yep.
Wrong.
Nah, but it's funny because it was The Rock that signaled him to do it. That's what's the funny thing. I do think we might see a thing where it's like all the old vets turning against the current main eventers.
I think so.
I like The Rock when he was bad with the Nation of Domination. That's my favorite Rock. The Nation of Domination Rock. That's my favorite one. Fighting Hunter Hearst in China.
Yeah, fighting DX. Yeah, I mean that was good time.
Yeah, it's my favorite Rock.
I got one more topic, guys, before we close it down. One more thing to show. So there's been a slight update on the RFK Stadium. Eric Flack, local news anchor, says DC budget woes won't stop RFK plans. The mayor's moving forward with plans to use taxpayer money for the new stadium, despite the projected $342 million budget shortfall.
Just give us our parking space.
Who wants to look around in 4 years and see the same thing in RFK? Now the people are pissed. The people down there, they don't want their money to be used for this. That's where they are right now. If I'm Josh Harris and you have the money, why not try to pay for it so you can own it outright? I don't like Jerry did.
Yeah, Magic will probably do it with the Starbucks money.
Well, I mean, how much the stadium we're talking? Stadiums are in the billions now, right?
Yeah. You don't think the Magic could raise that?
Yeah, you probably could raise the capital with all the investors they have. But I mean, remember, they just forked over $6 billion for the team. So
yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like, guys,
it's too soon.
A little too soon to do that. So I do think it's going to be a joint project. There's going to be some private equity involved. There's going to be some public funds involved. And
you got to pay for destruction. Usually, you have to negotiate destruction. Like who's doing demo? Sometimes the team.
The city has to do demo because the city owns that.
Oh, see, there you go. Because demo is expensive too. I hope they do it. They make a documentary of it. That would be pretty cool. I thought it was.
Here's the thing. I'm old, so I got to see games at RFK. I think if you can create a modern version of RFK, see how RFK has the curved over roof. That actually helped keep sound in. It's one of the reasons why it was a very loud stadium. The other thing too is that the fans were always really close to the field, especially because of the fact that the baseball configuration, when the Redskins were there, the baseball configuration was eliminated after 1971 because the Senators left. So from 1971 until the Redskins left in 1996, 25 years, you had them in a permanent football configuration that brought the stands closer to the field. I really would like to see them find a way to create a new stadium that somehow pays homage to the old RFK, do the roller coaster roof, do something, get the overhang like that. And I that's the other thing is that I don't necessarily I don't need a. You
Nah,
can
you
do
need
a
a
dome,
dome.
or you could do a retractable roof with, but somehow keep the overhang, keep something. You gotta because it's such a unique construction. It was one of the first of the cookie cutter stadiums, the multi-purpose ones, but RFK always looked a little different than the others because RFK had the rolling roof and everything else. Do the rolling roof. You gotta make that part of construction because it's such a legendary site. So much history happened there. Do it. Find a way to make it happen.
There's your layout right there. There's your layout. There's the metro stop right here.
Don't they do it? Look at what they did in Vegas and look at what they did in Atlanta and make a dopest dome you can, dog, and include fucking.
So look at that right there. See where the armory is? That's where the metro stop is. Right across, and there's a tunnel. There's tunnels that go underneath. 22nd Avenue right there, and they go right to the stadium.
Take that ragged ass basketball court up.
Well, you're gonna no, these are brand new courts. You're gonna have these. Yeah, this is a community space that they built now for like the community. I mean, they're gonna have to build new lot, maybe lots over here if you can. If you can confiscate this lot here, it's gonna be tight. That's why they were talking about building garages and going up.
Some of those lots are for the armory.
Yeah, across this is an armory lot right here for sure. Because when I go, there's not that many spots here actually. It's only like a couple hundred, but yeah, that's how it goes. AG says no dome. The NFC East traditional. We win Super Bowl trophies. Yeah, but if you want to host a Super Bowl, I mean the league did it with New York. They put a Super Bowl at was it Meadowlands, right? And they hosted
because of Goodell from New York,
and it was not received very well. So if you notice the last, I don't even know how many Super Bowls have all been either in the South or in a domed stadium. So I feel like the dome, I think retractable roof is probably the way it's going to go if you want to host a Super Bowl. And if you want to host events in the winter, you have to have, because remember, this is going to be more than just a football stadium. It's got to produce revenue. So I think they're going to
it's going to be big. You got to make this big festival ground so you can bring back all the great festivals because people are wanting that, right? Like people like festivals. Everything's a festival, but all the festivals are. I'm going okay. So festivals are huge these days, right? Because you could see 10 of your favorite artists in a weekend, right? I'm going to Boardwalk Rock in May in Ocean City. Ocean City is going to have another festival in September, I believe, Ocean's Calling, right? It's another 3-day event, right? So this is what I was talking about earlier. You can do all these festivals. You can bring HF Festival from Nats Park, put it in a new stadium there in a couple of years, right? You do it in the stadium. Shamrock Fest was always held in the parking lots. You can do it there. There's a lot of things. The chili cook-off of DC 101 wants to bring that back. You can do that too. There is a lot that goes on outside of football that you could do at this stadium that are just going to be big events that bring in huge crowds. All right. The last HF Festival, it really didn't get a lot of promotion because there's no HFS anymore, but still drew 30,000 people.
But how does that money get into the city if it's hosted by the Commanders? I guess you get just the economic secondary effect because
like when we have secondary effect, but also the fact that because of the fact there's going to be public money involved, some of that revenue goes straight to the city.
It's going to have to be like Atlanta.
Everybody coming in won't stay at fucking Airbnbs and fucking filling up your gas stations and restaurants and hotel rooms.
Yeah. Well, what you got to understand is that because the city owns that land, they're leasing the land. All right. So they're getting money from the stadium no matter what, just off the lease. It's so the land is going to be leased to the Commanders for that stadium. And if they own part of if they fund part of the stadium building, that's just a bigger chunk of the ticket sales for all events that go back to the city. So you could do a lot with
AG. That was the word on the street right now because there's no room. I mean, it depends. The mock-ups, the mayor says she wants parking garages, not parking lots. So which is by regulation, you can't tailgate in you can't have grills in a parking garage for fire code. So I don't know what they're going to do if it's parking garages. It's going to cost.
AG, there's a
They can just
video
do it
we
on top
posted
rope.
There's a video we posted last week where I made my pitch as to why you don't need all this mixed use development around the stadium, just as it is. Stadium in that footprint and parking lots. Tailgating is a big thing, but you can that's why I was making my pitch that you can do a lot of year-round events in and around the stadium. They did it before.
Yeah,
right?
go check it out. It's on the channel. Phil talked for 15 straight minutes about this. So go check it out. It's good dialogue. Kind of breaks down the whole thing, culture. But yeah, we don't want park garages, but that's what
there's a history of RFK being the center of all these huge events in the city.
Yeah.
Right. You can bring this back. I mean,
Yeah.
look, and Ryan Lyons puts this 3 lots of tailgate. There's 3 lots there. There's 3 major lots at RFK. And then you have the Armory lot, which is your 4th lot.
It'd be premium real estate.
Everyone comes in the train, walks to the tailgates, pay a fee, have fun. We're good. I did that. I did that once where I came in on a train and went to a tailgate. Right. I've also done it where I've parked elsewhere and went to a tailgate in a different lot.
Yeah. Or if they do this strategy,
Command Corner runs a great series of tailgates. They get, businesses, they're local businesses. They have like a local vodka company that brings vodka in. You get shots for free. They got people grilling food. When we go to the games, we park up with Command Corner and Steve starts grilling and, I start, hobnobbing with everybody, trying to get them to come to our side so we can get more people to watch the podcast. But there's a lot of the tailgate culture, because we have had a stadium. We've never had a stadium in one of these mixed use areas. The tailgate culture with this franchise is strong, with this fan base is strong. You don't want to lose that because you dampen enthusiasm.
yeah.
You
And
dampen
if
enthusiasm.
it's small like this,
Those well, I was gonna say those who don't want to, who doesn't matter, they're not involved with that culture. A lot of them are gonna be happy they can just take a train in and get off at a metro stop right there at Stadium Armory.
well, where the team fails now, it's just Dan Snyder and Jack Kent Cook's fault. It's actually Jack Kent's.
Yeah, you can't blame Dan Snyder for that one.
There's nothing to do for the Metro crowd when you walk in. So if you're not tailgating, you kind of just have to twiddle your thumbs, buy beer from the kids on the sidewalk selling beer. Or it's better now. There's more activities pregame now at the stadium, but before there was nothing. You couldn't do anything. You could go in and buy some drinks and just sit there, but you got to have an entertainment pregame. You got to have a team provided tailgate too if it's primarily Metro, right? That's all I'm saying. And I'm sure they will figure this all out. But we want tailgating. That's the bottom line. I don't think there's any way around that. We love it.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about the game, going to tailgate.
That's right. That was the best.
I mean, Dev got to go to his first tailgate, at Northwest Stadium to enjoy himself.
That's right. And
that's why I've been watching everything out there.
Jayden got hurt, unfortunately. He got to watch Mariota. Jim says, Jim Sleazy, what's up, Jim? That's me, Phil. I don't care about tailgate. I think there's lots of people like that.
There's a Metro. You can just get off the Metro rail and walk to the stadium. But guess what, Jim? Here's the thing, Jim. If you want a couple beers, some hot dogs, or some duck fat chicken wings, you come by the Command Corner. You find me and Steve and Dev if Dev's up, and you join us if you want to. And if you don't, just go into the stadium.
I think I had no duck when I was there.
Huh?
I had no duck when I was there. What the fuck?
Duck fat wings, just duck fat spread.
Oh, duck fat wings. I always want duck.
Ryan said, we did the same with Cutie for the Bar Bravas. People would pay for parking and pay $20 for the tailgate, and they made money. Yeah, that's how you could do it. If you have events like that. And the old days, we had a blast before games tailgating. Yeah, man, tailgating's the best. Tailgating's the best. They'll figure it out. I just think we want fan provided tailgating because we just enjoy it. We'll see. It's still too far out, but the news was Mayor Bowser wants to proceed with public funding, planning for public funding. So it's going to be it's probably going to get caught up in, I don't know we're calling it litigation or public debate. I don't know how it works. It's going to be some outcry.
It's
like probably town halls and Screw you, Bill Bowser, and I don't know. Ryan said all of this at RFK for a shit DC United team. Yeah, but you got to play somewhere, right?
This must not have been back
Yeah,
far
you
enough
can't
today.
really tailgate at
United-
Audi Field anymore. So
DC United used to be the team to watch.
Oh man, they were great. They were great
back in the 90s. Oh my goodness.
Days. All right, guys. Any parting words? Any parting words? Make sure you guys hit that like button for us if you're watching this on YouTube. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Fellas, any closing thoughts?
We got Deebo Samuel for a 5th round.
We got it. 5th rounder, man.
Oh my God.
Winning.
How amazing is that?
Win.
Adam Peters just keeps racking up W's.
Yep.
And I was worried. I was like, oh, we had a great offseason. When does the other shoe drop? Here we start this offseason already. Boom. Major move. And it's a major move that, on the surface, obviously he hasn't played a game for us yet. But on the surface, on paper, it's like we just committed robbery.
Yep.
So I'm very interested to see what other moves. We got other moves cooking. We know this. I'm curious to see what happens.
I've not yet begun to fight.
By the way, another thing I will say this is only a handful more goals left for old Ovi.
11, right? I think it's 11.
10 to 11.
11. Yep. Keep watching the games, man. It's coming. Yeah, it's probably hard to predict, but if he keeps having hat tricks like he did last weekend, good luck.
We almost had one tonight. Goalie made an insane save. I saw it right before we went on.
A hat trick or just a goal?
Just a goal.
Okay. Yeah, AG, we talked about this earlier, man. Philly's all up in our business, especially after signing Deebo. It's like, dude,
Philly won the Super Bowl. And here's the funny thing: Philly won the Super Bowl, and the only thing they can talk about is us.
If we won the Super Bowl, I'll be damned if I'm talking about any other team for 6 months. I'm gonna let everyone know.
Dallas, the Giants, and the Eagles. I'm talking shit about them.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing to us now. But
Yeah.
I mean, to them. But I don't care about what you do.
It makes sense if you're the Eagles why you do it, but it doesn't make sense if you're the Bears. It makes no sense.
I mean, these are the same guys throwing Jayden down. Showing pictures of Jayden giving Jalen, head after he get. Come on, man, they're a rookie. And then they throw pictures of look what by the same age, Jalen Hurts has already been to 2 Super Bowls. Like Jayden Daniels has only been in the league for like 6 months, dude. Like what more can he do?
Let's compare rookie seasons.
What more
we don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to compare rookie seasons.
Yeah.
Why we get Miles or with Deebo or even D Slay or Sheriff. The options are endless. They are.
So
Ryan Lights corrects me. Ovi is 10.
10. Okay, I thought it was 11. Here's a quick factoid before we sign off. Adam Schefter posted this earlier. You know what they gave up to get Khalil Mack, right? 2 first-round picks, a 3rd-round pick, a 6th-round pick, a 2nd-round pick, and a conditional 5th. That's insane. When he was 27, Miles was 29.
I give it up for Khalil Mack today.
And dude, Khalil Mack, he's not that good anymore.
He's crazy. Well, he all pro last year.
Was he?
In 24, I don't know about 25. But
No,
24 he's all pro.
25 is coming up. We just finished 24.
I know. I mean,
was
23, whatever.
23,
24. I don't know what he did last year. Yeah, you crazy. Yeah, I'll take Khalil Mack all day long, bro. You tripping.
I don't think it's going to cost that much to get Myles Garrett.
It's going to cost more than it's going to cost to get.
So he had 17 sack dev in 23.
Trade value.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I know he bought up. I wanted him.
Six last year.
Yeah, he was hurt last year.
Values are down. People aren't giving away that kind of. It's the same with people aren't giving up that kind of trade value for guys anymore. That's how we got Deebo for a 5th. People thought it was going to be a 2nd or a 3rd, and to be generous, not a 5th. And I think that trades like that also kind of dampen the trade market a little bit. So that us getting that trade may have helped us or whoever else wants to get Myles Garrett. They're not going to have to give up that much. You'll have to give up. You have to give up come up off some picks.
Yeah.
But then again, we also have a guy like Jonathan Allen that we can always throw in the mix
for a little while longer. Till we don't have no more.
Seek a trade. Hey, John. I hear the Browns are really good. Cleveland is a great place to be.
Yeah.
Go seek a trade.
Have at it, son. All right, let's get on out of here. Deb, you got anything before we close out?
Nah, man. Not at all.
Well, guys, gals, appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. AG every Monday and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. You can't miss us. We'll be there.
Here.
Or follow us on the socials. But that's where we will be. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you so much. Like I said, the chat is what keeps this show going.
Love it.
It's fantastic. You guys give us the energy and to talk about all these cool things. So we'll be back Thursday night. We'll see what happens between now and Thursday. Who knows, man? Who knows with Adam Peters? But thank you guys once again. Hit that like button for us. This episode will be out on the audio podcast platforms, all of your favorite audio platforms, in about 30 minutes. So till Thursday, we'll catch you then. Peace. Inhale. We out.